25 after. Good evening and welcome to the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. Don Coombs along with the grill man himself, Gary Gosback. A big win for Gary in his house league team tonight, 4-3. And folks, come fly with us tonight on a David Sims production as your hometown Tri Pen Osprey take on the visiting East Coast Blizzard. For your starting lineups, for the Osprey, Joshua Sims. Simmons wears number 7. Robert Corbett is 14. Logan Butler, 28. Adam Button is 66. Owen Dyke, the rookie defenseman we talked about a lot, Gary, wears number 72. Keegan Morgan is 77. Russell Monk, the Carnival native, wears number 3. Nicholas Russell is number 4. Drew Deering is number 6. Austin Bryan is number 9, Ryder Lewis number 11, Brody Harnham number 12, Cameron Roberts number 17, Adam Dawson, the team captain, wears 18, Ethan King number 19, Jarrett Rideout is 22, Connor Green is 27, Ian Drover is 83, Adam Curry 29. Adam played a good game the other night. And Andrew Ackerman, starting keeper tonight, wears number 31. And Gary, for the East Coast Blizzard.
East Coast Blizzard down, we got Luke Marnell, number 4. Logan Andrews, number 9. Michael Pilgrim, number 2. Malaki Marner, number 3. Declan Flynn, number 6. Drew Anstey, number 7. Liam Dillon, number 10. Devin Down, number 44. Zachary Earl, 61. Ben Spurl, number 5. Philip Snow, number 7. Number 8 is Ethan Percy. Number 11, Jacob Kosh. Number 12, Luke Power. Number 14, Jacob Russell. Number 15, Patrick Quinlan. Number 19, Jordan Flynn. Number 21, Joel Kelly. Number 24, Noah Boucher. Number 36, Declan Kenny. Number 89, Elis Marner. Number 92, Owen Power. Number 97, Gavin Connors. Number 1, William Morgan. Number 33, Tyler Comden. Number 35, Jacob Connors. That is your East Coast Blizzard lineup, Don.
Gary, game 2, best 4 of the 7 series. Osprey with the advantage the year, finished in second place, but the Blizzard came out hard the other night. And, you know, they won nothing in the first period for the Blizzard. Osprey came back with 3 straight. Looked strong in the second, had a 3-1 lead. Blizzard came back with 2 within 30 seconds, 3-3, and scored a goal late to make it 4-3. So they lead the series 1-0, and you have the feel tonight. This is a big game for the Osprey. You don't want to go down 2 games to 0 against the Blizzard going into their barn.
No, not in on the home ice, Don. You got to get one here tonight. You need the big names to show up. You need Dyke on the back end, of course, to come through. We got Corbett. Lots of good talent here. 1848 in the first here at the Bay Arena.
Osprey win the draw, take the shot up, off, and in over the net, and we're going to have a face-off again to the right for the keeper for the Blizzard. Gary, I felt the game the other night, very little emotion shown by the players. Myself and David Sims and Sten Snow were talking about it. You got to get it charged. You got to want to win. It's not a regular season game.
Could be the nerves, Don. No doubt about it. I mean, there's a lot of rookie U18 players here this year.
Osprey in with Harnham on the forecheck. He's in against Flynn. Flynn works it up the right side, looking for the man through the centre. Finds Flynn again. Shot back in by Osprey. Loose puck is picked up by Marner. He looks for Quinlan up on the wing. Quinlan finds some room down the left side, but Corbett steps up. Big defenseman. Where's number 14? Played a strong game and a strong season for your Osprey. Up looking to clear it out, but he gets it in the centre ice area. Here comes Harnham. He's down 1-on-1, looking for some support. Makes the move. Unable to go any further and held by the keeper for the Blizzard. We've got 18-11 left to go in this first period of play. 1-0 is the series lead for the Blizzard. So hello to a special friend, of course, the coordinator for summer games in Newfoundland and Labrador, Brian Dahl, here tonight watching the action.
He's a pro on the camera. I think he's giving some pointers here.
Face off to the left of the goaltender, the captain, Dawson, to take the draw. He's got Butler and Dyke on the points. Loose puck is picked up by Deering. He's looking for the man in front. That's Lewis, unable to get it through. Again, Deering puts the low on the boards. Osprey trying to work it.
Good puck pressure the first couple minutes, Don.
Butler shoots it back in. Lewis looking for the man in front. Deering steps up. Forecheck right now by your Osprey. They were the white, visiting Blizzard in the blue. Working along the boards, Earl back in the corner. Again, Lewis comes up with a nice check, forcing the giveaway, and worked up through the center. Connors with the puck. Back comes Lewis. He'll look to turn things over. Long shot, shoots it in, and forcing the keeper for the Blizzard to hold it. Shots on goal, 3-0 so far for your Osprey. They're out a lot faster, a lot harder, Gary, than the last game.
Yeah, boy, they better bring it tonight here at the home, I say home barn between here and Harbour Grace. If they don't take it to the Blizzard quick tonight, Don, Blizzard probably will pop one quick in, but they got to keep them on their heels. So far, the puck haven't run over the red line yet for the Blizzard.
Brian wins the draw, back to Simmons. Rookie defenseman clears it in the corner. Back is Dunn. He's been watched closely by Brian. Blizzard try to find some room. Again, Simmons misses it. Out comes Flynn. Flynn is in on the off wing, tries a shot. Akerman gets a piece of it. An opportunity right now. Net off this morning, I do believe. Gary, 17 seconds left to go in period 1. Your Tri Pen Osprey 0 and a visiting East Coast Blizzard 0.
I think the biggest thing here with the Osprey tonight, Don, got to get pucks to the net, bodies crashing to the net. Got to ramble that East Coast Blizzard goalie. It's the only way. You got to make him shaky right off the start.
Osprey looked to clear it out. Teams just battling for possession of the puck, kept it into the line by Marner. Again, Osprey with a chance, looking to get it through the center. Flynn steps up to the plate for the Blizzard. And again, off the boards. Cleared back in. Morgan goes deep. Looking for the man low on the boards. That's Russell. Russell gets possession. And again, some pressure put on right now by the Blizzard, Gary. Forces Akerman to make a save and just shoot it up in the center ice area, trying to get some fresh legs out there. Icing is waved off. In is Green on the forecheck.
Good forecheck there by Green.
Blizzard and they'll able to control it. The captain forced back. I think for the Blizzard, for the Osprey to win tonight, number 18, your captain, has to take charge of the C's game. He's one of the premier players in this league by far, offensively and defensively, and he has to lead his team tonight.
He's got to set the tone, Don, 100%.
Kept it at the line by the Osprey defenseman. There's a chance for Russell along the board, just content to clear it up in the center ice area. Piercy is on the forecheck against Dyke. Dyke is a strong hockey player. Shot back in where Flynn will play it. He looks and put it back in the corner again. Deering in on the forecheck. He wears number 6. Flynn with the puck. Up to Marnell. Marnell looking for the man through the center. Broken up there by Butler. Butler looks to shoot it back in. Deering along the boards. And offside is going to be called against your Tri Pen Osprey. 15:52 left to go in period 1. Don Coombs, Gary Goss, the grill man himself, and David Sims production.
Shots are 3-2 down for the Osprey. I think the biggest key here is got to keep the pressure momentum going here in the first 5 minutes of the game. Let's see if the Osprey here can pull one off in the next few minutes.
Osprey shot in by Butler. King in on the forecheck. One of the better two-way hockey players in this major midget AAA hockey. Shot. Saved there by Morgan. Morgan had a good game last week. He made some clutch saves in the end, Gary, to save it and to win the game for his team. And he'll hold it again for a face-off with 15:29 left to go. Previous to this game, Gary, the last time they played was at the Cornerbrook Civic Center, and the Osprey were 8-3 winners. So, you know, they got the offense. Just last game, I think they were a bit flat.
Yeah, again, Don, as a young Osprey team, I really believe that it's just the nerves. I think this game is going to be different tonight. I really do.
King takes draw for your home team, Osprey. Loose puck's picked up by the Blizzard. They'll look for along the boards, looking for Marnell. They find Marnell. He's looking through the center. Gets it ahead to Piercy. Piercy, long reach up to Simmons. Simmons looking for the man in center, unable to control his rod out. He's out with King and Monk. This solid line for your Tri Pen Osprey, folks. Back to Simmons. He tops it up. Marnell picks it up, but King again works hard along the boards over to Monk. Monk shoots it in. He'll go for a line change. Carnival native plays hard both ends of the ice. And here come the Blizzard, looking for the man through the center. And good defensive play by King. And he'll go off. Full line change. Fresh legs coming out for your Tri Pen Osprey. I want to congratulate again Coach Brad Russell, named Coach of the Year in the league this year. Was presented with his award at game number 1.
That's a big accomplishment for Brad Russell, especially the first year of coaching this team. Great accomplishment on his part.
And folks, we're live at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. 14:30 left to go in the period. Bay Arena, Bay Roberts, summer games coming here this summer. This is going to be a very active place, I would say, with ball hockey. And we'll see a lot of these players back probably in the ball hockey division. Gary?
Bay Roberts is going to be on wheels for the summer of 2024, Don.
Morgan looks for the pass, tipped in by Roberts. Roberts in on the forecheck. He's in against Down. Cleared along the boards. Chance to clear it out.
Good forechecking, though, down by the Osprey.
They seem to have more step
Lots of
tonight.
pressure.
They seem to have more step tonight, Gary, so that's good. I'm sure Coach Russell had to talk to him. I'm sure they were disappointed after finishing second place. And, you know, they had some opportunities and didn't capitalize. So, new team out there tonight. They've got the pressure on the Blizzard since the start of this game. 13:52 left to go. Scoreless at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts.
Shots are 5-2 for the Osprey here.
Arnon bumps along the boards,
nice
then
hit
comes
there.
in the big defenseman Morgan. He wears number 77. He gets possession of the puck. Corbett back behind his own net. He's there assisted by Lewis. Corbett just moves it up, looking for the man through the center. Nearly gets it through to Drover. Drover's a goal scorer, folks.
Offsides.
And offsides, they got to clear the zone. Here comes Roberts. He tries to make a move. Loose puck is picked up by Dyke. Dyke in over the line. Finds some skating room. Trying to stay onside is Russell, and offside going to be called against your Tri Pen Osprey with 13:13 left to go in period 1.
The Osprey doing a great job of clocking the neutral zone on the Blizzard coming through. I'd like to see that some more. You got Corbett paired up. I believe, is that Dyke over? Yeah, Dyke and Corbett on the back end here now, Don.
Two solid defensemen.
Absolutely.
Tempo is a bit higher tonight. 5-2, as you said, shots on goal, Gary. Big game tonight for your Osprey.
It is. It definitely sets a tone going forward in the series.
One thing about this league this year, a lot of new players in it. Equality was there for the whole season, whether you're the Newfoundland Growlers, the Western Kings, the Central Impact, the Blizzard, or the Osprey. You know, it was a lot of equality, some good hockey, and you're going to have to be on the top of your game to win this series.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those years where any team can do it, right?
They were close the whole year, Gary. You know, between second and third place, so you know they know each other. They played each other a lot.
Well,
so the coaching staff got to get them prepared.
The Tri Pen Osprey only have one up on the East Coast Blizzard. We got 17 wins for the Osprey, 17 wins for East Coast Blizzard, 16 losses for the Osprey, 17 losses here for the East Coast Blizzard. Overtime wins, 1. Overtime wins for the Blizzard, 3. So Don, yeah, it's definitely pretty close.
Corbett looks to move it in. Good defensive play by the Blizzard that time to break it up.
Osprey are really strong, though, Don, on the power
nice
play and the penalty
forecheck
kill.
by Lewis. Gives it up to the captain. He's down the right side. He looks for it, come in front. Ooh. Pushed off the puck. Some pushing and shoving behind the net. Captain just steps away. He knows he's more valuable on the ice, and he's a good hockey player trying to make things happen for his team. 12:04 left to go in period 1. Don Coombs, Gary Goss, live at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts.
John, what do you think the biggest efforts to have to come from the Osprey right now going forward the next few minutes? We're almost at the halfway mark here now in the first.
They got to keep the tempo up. They got to keep the forecheck going, and as you said earlier, forecheck is working right now, but the forecheck has to be a big part of their game. And tonight, from what we see, Gary, they're being a bit more physical. You got to let the Blizzard defenseman know that you're coming to get the puck. You want the puck.
Take away the time and space from the Blizzard.
Here's Deering, looks to put it in, but Butler picks it up, shoots it all the way back in. When the first one to the puck is the captain, Dawson. He's got Deering with him, and again, solid check thrown there by Lewis on the Flynn. Loose puck is picked up by Dawson.
Oh.
Shot is low. Oh, we're going to have a penalty. First penalty of the game going to be called.
Osprey going on the power play here, Don. Second in the league. No, first in the league. No, sorry. Power play. Second in the league, Don. My apologies there.
Yeah, they got a real good power play. They had some opportunities the other night. It wasn't a lot of penalties. It was a fairly close game.
East Coast Blizzard are 5th in the league for penalty kill. So it's a good opportunity here, according to the stats here, for the Osprey to bury one.
King to take the draw. He's out with Monk.
See if they can set it up here,
back to the point
Don.
to Simmons. Simmons always with the head up looking for the man in front. King comes in to give some assistance. Dyke comes to the high slot.
They got to get control of the puck, Don.
Drover looking for some support. Cleared out by the Blizzard down the left side. Simmons trying to keep the player to the outside. Nice little move by the Blizzard. Good save by Ackerman. And here comes Dyke. He's got Monk going through. Dyke continues to move it in. Try to set things up now. They've got possession. They got 1:28 left to go in the penalty. 11:08 left to go in the first period of play. It's scoreless at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. Your Tri Pen Osprey, your home team in white, trail in this series 1-0. Best 4 of the 7 series. Here comes King. He's got Monk. He's got Drover. Looking to set it up and broken up.
Offsides.
And offsides called.
Osprey got to get it in over the blue, Don. Settle it down. That's what got to happen here. We're almost a minute away from the penalty being over for the Blizzard. Osprey got to get it in, go deep, set it up. Let's get that 1-3-1 set up. The Osprey have a great job of setting it up, Don. Boys down on the flanks, burying pucks all year long. Their power play is very strong.
There's Lewis at the point. And Gary, as you said, they got to shoot it in, go get it.
Oh,
you can't carry it in all the time.
Absolutely.
It's easier. 4 fellas got to hang on the blue line in, and there's a lot of traffic. Here's Lewis. He's got looking cross-ice pass, tries to make a move. Good defensive play by the Blizzard. Lewis caught off guard that time, and Spurl with a good forecheck.
Blizzard's not giving them no space, Don. They're forcing them to make a move.
46 seconds left to go in the power play for your Osprey. 10:25. We're almost at the halfway point of this first period of play. Scoreless at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. Don Coombs, Gary Goss, David Sims, Brian Daw. Everybody here in a capacity crowd here tonight at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts, out supporting the Tri Pen Osprey. Lewis works it in the corner, looking for the man in front, finds Dawson.
Right in the slot there too, boy.
Again, Morgan gets a piece of it. Shot in and up and over.
Great job by Adam Dawson to find the open ice there in the slot, Don.
10 minutes gone in the first period of play. 18 seconds left to go in the power play. 8-2 is shots on goal for your Osprey. Scoreless at the Bay Arena.
Still 18 seconds left on. No trouble to put something together here in this 18 seconds. Barry one here for the Osprey.
Dawson wins the draw, gets it back, looking for the shot. Big save again by
He's seen
Morgan.
that all the way in.
Nobody in front.
No traffic.
8 seconds left to go. Puck is out. 6 seconds left to go in the power play, Gary. 9:48 left to go in the period.
Shots on net done. 9 for the Osprey. 2. So the Osprey are very dominant. In the meantime, we know that doesn't mean a whole lot. It only takes one turnover by the Blizzard to sneak one in there. So Osprey got to stay on their toes. Don't want to sit back. The tempo was in their favor, so let's just keep it going here for the Osprey.
King out, takes the draw, is forced back into the Osprey zone as Dyke. Dyke is out with Morgan, cross-ice pass, looking for the man through the center is King. King tips it. Now he'll go chase. He's in against down. Roberts on the backboards. King trying to get possession. Teams are back at even strength with 9:28 left to go in the period. King with the puck, looking for Drover in front. Shot. Big save by Morgan.
Great job there by, I think that's Drover there in the front, is it? Yes, it is, yep.
King working low on the boards, out to Drover, and Morgan takes it away.
Good possession there, Don. The boys to get, I think it was Roberts there with him, Roberts and King to get 2 on the puck there to gain possession. And then Drover slips down front of the net there. Great opportunity by the Osprey.
I seen that Coach Roberts was making some juggling his lines a little bit. King is usually out with Monk and Rideout. Now he's out with Roberts and Drover, so a little bit of line juggling done for trying to light some fire underneath these players. They've got the majority of the plays so far in this game. Got to keep it going on the forward check. Here's Marnell along the boards trying to go around Simmons. Simmons with that long reach just tips it out. Shot all the way back in. Ackerman will take no problem and play it off to Morgan. Morgan along the boards to Drover. Drover looks to clear it out. Kept in at the line by your Blizzard. Line the boards. Roberts comes in again using the body, trying to force the Blizzard and wear him down. Kept in by Earl. Earl had a big game the other night, Gary. Big game for the Blizzard in that third period when they scored 3 goals.
The Osprey getting hemmed in their zone here, Don. They got to step up here and force them to the outside so they can squeak out of the zone. They're being kept in there pretty good.
And they're able to clear it out. Offsides called. 8:29 left to go. Scoreless at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. Don Coombs, Gary Goss, a David Sims production.
Don, 10 shots to 3 for the Osprey, but I tell you, there's good momentum there then by the Blizzard to keep the puck inside and down low in the Osprey side.
This is the way the game went the other night, Gary. The Osprey have put some pressure on, and then the Blizzard just seemed to come back and lull you a bit and then score a goal.
Well, they got to keep the pedal down against this Blizzard team because they're capable of bearing a few goals quickly.
Shot back in. Osprey have to clear the zone. In on the forward check is going to be Brian. He's out right now with Green. And up and into the nets, and we're going to have a face-off deep with 8:11 left to go in period 1.
Don, who was the dominant force for the Blizzard the other night?
I think Earl had a strong game.
Yeah.
And Morgan was, until they got the lead, then they couldn't score. Morgan played strong for him. You know, he left up what we'll call a soft goal, but he came back and they deserved the win.
Who was the most consistent for the Osprey, would you figure?
Osprey shoot it in. I think Dyke had a strong game.
Did he? Yeah. I mean, you got to have, I mean, I know it's always a team thing, but there's always individual effort sometimes that stands out. It's just the way it is, right?
Well, when you wear that ARC too, you're given to it for a reason, and these players have to step up. And there's Flynn with a long shot. Ackerman had a good game. And I got to go back to the keeper for the Adam Curry had a strong game. You know, the last 3 goals they scored in him the other night, they were up 3-1. He had no chance at them. No. One was a defensive breakdown, right, but he had no chance, right? So it was a game they could have won, but they gave away, and full credit to the Blizzard for the win. They were down 3-1, and they didn't give up.
No, they kept grinding. Tempo sort of stalled here now. 7:38 in the first. Shots 10-4 for the Osprey. We're going down in the Blizzard zone here to take the face-off.
And a power play coming up. This is power play number 2 for your Tri Pen Osprey.
What we got out on the ice? We got Dyke on the back end.
Dyke and Simmons on the back end. Dawson, Rideout. And there's Hernham. With the head up over to Dyke. We got to look to set things up, Gary. Got to get a body in front. That's where Rideout is going.
Yeah, there's nobody down low. Got to get somebody down low.
Morgan can see the puck the whole way.
I got to be honest, Don. The Blizzard are collapsing in their own zone, and the Osprey need to collapse in on top of them. Need to fold that umbrella down over them.
Over to the captain. He controls the puck. He's got Simmons with him in the corner. It's Dyke.
Going to get Butler to come down here on the back door here now.
Shot.
Opportunity here.
Morgan stops it. Cleared down by the Blizzard. 1:17 left to go in the penalty. 6:53 left to go in period number 1. Here's a long lead pass to Dyke. Dyke's got right out with him. Right out in on the forecheck, and again picked up by the Blizzard, killing off some valuable seconds.
1 minute left.
1 minute left. Not a lot of opportunity that time for your Tri Pen Osprey. And here comes the captain. He's down the right side. Finds some skating room. He's in with Rideout. Nice little move. Captain stumbles on the way. Loose puck is along the boards. Kept in at the line by Dyke. Dyke works hard. Blizzard managed to get it out again, killing off valuable seconds. Gary, 40 seconds left to go in the penalty.
Good penalty kill down here by the Blizzard so far.
And they've had 2 penalty kills. Osprey with 2 power play chances. Not a lot produced on them so far, Gary. Here's King working along the boards. Loose puck is picked up by Spurl. Spurl looks for the man. King on the back check gets it. He's out right now. He's got Deering with him. Finds some skating room down the off wing. Shoots it in. And Morgan will take no chances. And he'll hold it for a face-off. 5:55 left to go.
Yeah, face-off in the Blizzard zone is a good opportunity here now for the Osprey to win it back here. See if they can put something together.
Face-off to the left of goaltender Morgan. Deering to take the draw. He's out with King and Monk. Loose puck is picked up by the Osprey, unable to control it. Line the boards, we've got 12 seconds left to go. 5:47 left to go in the period. And here comes Monk. He's got no support in front.
This is where they're dangerous to, Don. The Osprey got to get the puck down low more often because on the power play, this is where they're most effective.
There's King. Heads up the whole time. Gets it back to his defensive partner. Long shot by Corbett. And again,
all the way.
Morgan sees it the whole way. You're not going to score in the goaltenders. All the goaltenders in this league are good, Gary.
Yeah, it's high quality goaltending.
Especially when you can see the puck.
Absolutely.
Right?
I think the Ospreys' biggest attribute to their power play, Don, is the fact that they move the puck very well, even on the blue, besides down low. You just got to get some pucks to the net and some bodies crashing after.
Face off to right of goaltender Morgan. Brian to take the draw for your Tri Pen Osprey. Blizzard win the draw. Loose puck is picked up, shot down. Corbett forced back into his own zone. He's out with Mugford. Green stays up high. Glad to see his dad is home watching him for the first 2 games of this series. He's going back overseas, and he'll be watching on our telecast for the remaining and cheering for their hometown Tri Pen Osprey. Russell in on a good forecheck, trying to force a turnover. He does. Loose puck is picked up, shot by Green. Morgan again, able to see the puck, Gary. We're going back to it again. 5 minutes exactly left to go in period 1. This is a critical 5 minutes.
I think there has to be a chat on the bench somewhere about getting some more traffic in front of that Blizzard goalie, Don.
Good forecheck by Green. Gets it in, looking for the man in front, finds Russell. He's unable to control it. Again, Green battles hard along the boards. Looking for the man in front. Green works hard. Green works hard and held by Morgan. And we're going to have a face-off with 4:37 left to go in period 1. Scoreless at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. Capacity crowd out cheering on the Tri Pen Osprey.
Shots of 15-4 for the Osprey. So is it Morgan? That's what Morgan is getting tested here tonight for the Blizzard already in the first. 4:37 left. Osprey got to keep that pressure.
15 shots, Gary.
Yeah, that's what he said. 15-4. Right, He's getting tested for sure. Just got to get traffic in front of the net, Don. Got to make that happen, right?
Big face-off. Deering to take it against Connors. 2 big boys battling to the right of Morgan. Loose puck is picked up by Earl. He's back behind his own net. He's got player on the right side on the off wing trying to clear it out. Simmons keeps it in. Again, Blizzard look to clear things out.
Great job on Simmons. Keep it down, though. Keep it in.
Deering in on the forecheck. Clear the zone. Here come the Blizzard looking for Spurl on the off wing. Oh, Dyke took a chance. Showing some physical play. Out come your Osprey. Deering going through the center. He'll be the first one to the puck. Smart play by Deering. Tries the shot. And again, Morgan sees it. Holds it. No problem with 3:58 left to go in period number 1.
Got another shot on goal. That's 16-4 now for the Osprey. Line change coming up here. Fresh legs coming out for both teams. Face-off is to the left.
Left of goaltender Morgan. King to take the draw. He's back with right out of Monk again. Coach Russell getting his teams back stabilized on the lines. Again, shot by Corbett looking for the man in front. Nobody. They're tipped up and over with 3:53 left to go.
Got to get, excuse me. Got to get some traffic. I don't know what it is, but anyway, the boys know it. I'm sure they do. Got to get some traffic in front of that guy, Morgan.
King to take draw again for the Osprey. Loose puck's picked up by the Blizzard, up along the boards, looking for the man going through the center is Piercy. He's over to Marinell. Marinell got Piercy going, and offside's called against the East Coast Blizzard. One thing about this league, and it's major midget hockey, it don't take a lot of time to score a lot of goals. There's a lot of offensive talent on all the teams, but I've noticed over the years doing the games, you can score a lot of goals.
2 or 3 goals in a few minutes is nothing, right?
Yep.
It's the momentum shift. It's crazy how much it happens at this level of hockey.
Piercy to take the draw against King. Loose puck is picked up by Flynn. He just shoots it up and over the net, and we're going to have a face-off again outside of the Osprey blue line. And that's what happened the other night, Gary. 2 goals within a minute. Just like bang, bang, you're up 3-1. You got control of the game. You think you got control of the game. Blizzard were pushing. 2 quick goals, nice goals. And all of a sudden it's 3-3 and then a late one. And we're back at it again. Here's Corbett back into his own zone. Corbett finds some skating room. He's got Monk in the front. And I head to King. King always with the head up, finds Monk. Monk's got right out on the left side. Unable to control it. Nobody in front. Again, Blizzard look. Good bump by Morgan. Forces the Blizzard to give up the puck. Shot all the way down. Icing is waved off. There's Corbett. He's knocked off the puck. Chance for the Blizzard to make something happen. 3 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in period 1, Gary, and we're going to have a face-off. 0-0 to score.
Shots are 18-4 down for the Osprey. That face-off going to come outside now, I believe, is it?
Official talking to Costers to go off the ice. I think they're still calling it inside.
Yep, it is
Gary,
inside.
the right of goaltender Ackerman. He's had a strong game. He's only faced 4 shots, but he keeps himself into the game.
I got to be honest, I probably bet that Andrew Ackerman would like to have a few more shots just the same because, you know, it's nothing worse than being in net and not getting many shots. There's such a thing as being cold.
Especially on this cold night.
Right, you know.
Shot back in. Here's Robertson on the forecheck. Roberts, nice little move by Roberts. Early comes up with the puck. And again, they look to use the body in front.
By the Osprey, though.
That was Drover. He tried to use the body. Roberts and Drover in the corner looking to come up with the loose puck. Harnham helps out. Blizzard just content, but again, kept in at the line by Dyke. Simmons chooses not to go after it. Now break the Blizzard. There's Down trying to find some skating room, and he's bumped there by Harnham. Shot all the way back in. 2 minutes and 29 seconds left to go in the period. Scoreless at the Bay Arena and Bay Roberts. Shot all the way down. No icing. Icing is waved off. Tipped. Chance for the Osprey to get some fresh legs on.
Your number 44, Dom, just got almost caught the full shoulder there. He dodged the big one there by Harnham going east to west.
Russell moves it up to Quinlan. Over to Flynn. Flynn is in the corner. Nobody in front. Good defensive play by your Osprey. Loose puck picked up. Nobody there. Kept in at the line by Earl. Earl will look to put it on the net. Good defensive play by Dyke. He blocks that. 1:56 left to go in the first period of play. Blizzard putting on some pressure right now. Osprey looking to get control of the puck and move it out. Got to get possession of that puck. Can't be puck watching right now. 1:43 left to go.
Biggest thing here, Don, Osprey.
Dyke putting it in the center ice area is Harnham. He tips it in. Drover goes for a change, getting fresh legs on with 1:26 left to go. Long lead pass, nearly intercepted by Rideout. Shot in by Russell.
Oh, nice.
Corbett bumps his man off, body to body. And
There
here
we go.
comes the captain. Nice toe drag, shoots.
Ooh, boy.
Trying top shelf with 1:11 left to go. $1.11 left to go in period number 1.
Big opportunity there for C. Adam Dawson right there. I thought he was going to bury it under the bar, Don. Shots 18-4 for the Osprey. What a big difference in the shots, though, Don. You can definitely tell the Osprey are amping their game up, though, compared to the other night. I just hope they can keep that momentum going for 3 full periods.
Well, the big boys got to step up,
Absolutely.
right? Connors, big lanky forward for the Blizzard, looks to clear it back, gets it into center ice. Again, Corbett steps up. He moves it in. Monk is onside, gets it back, shot by Rideout. And Morgan sees that the whole way with 57.7 left to go in his first period of play. Scoreless at the Bay Arena and Bay Roberts. Don Coombs, Gary Goss, David Sims production. Come fly with us with your hometown Tri Pen Osprey.
Don, the Blizzard are doing a great job of keeping the boys in white out of the slot area. They're not getting an opportunity to go to the net. That's the problem.
Dawson wins the draw. Back to Morgan. He's unable to get the shot through. Morgan again gets to clear it up to the captain. He finds some skating room going in on the right side. He steps around down, looking for some support in front. Gets it back to the point. Kept in there, long shot, looking for deflection. Right out and early gets his stick on it. Shot, cleared out of harm's way by the defenseman for the back out. That's what they're calling,
Yeah.
Gary.
31.5. Shots 20-4 for the Osprey in the first period.
You can see Andrews over congratulating Morgan on that one as he goes back to the bench. Big play by Morgan. Stepping up.
Right in neutral zone.
King to take the draw. He's out with Hernham and Lewis.
The Osprey go back inside now after this cleaning. Lots of great chatter going to happen here. They know they just got to keep grinding. The goals are going to come down. The momentum is key here. What a difference. 21 shots for the Osprey, 4 for the Blizzard.
King looks to get control of it. Cleared out by the Blizzard. 14 seconds left to go. Looking for Piercy down. Outbreak the Blizzard again. Or the Osprey. Lewis tries a long shot. Up and over the net.
I think Morgan caught a piece of that one off the glove.
And in come Hernham. Back to Simmons. He tries a shot. Big save with the leg. And after one complete here, Gary, that's a goal we spoke about.
I like the one thing the Blizzard is doing. They're keeping them at the shot zone down. Kudos to them for that. But the Osprey keep going like they are. They're going to crack that egg for sure.
Don Coombs, Gary Gost, end of period 1 here at the Bay Arena and Bay Roberts. It's scoreless. And this is game 2 of S 4 out of 7 series. Your Tri Pen Osprey trail 1-0 in a scoreless game. Back shortly for the start of the second.
John, we're back here at the Bay Arena.
Don Coombs, Gary Goss. Gary, what a game.
Boy, I tell you what, shots 22-4 for the Osprey. They keep that going. Got to bury something here.
And Gary, this is the second game in his 4 out of 7 series. The thing is, big game. Shots 22-4, but a big game. They got to win this game tonight. If not, they're in St. John's into the Blizzard Barn for 3 straight.
Yeah, they got to get this one here.
And here comes the captain again. He's starting things off over in the wing. Long shot. Morgan able to see that and just cleared out of harm's way. Dyke unable to keep it in. He's bumped off the puck. Osprey have to clear the zone. In on the forecheck is Deering. Just asking about the number 66 on the Osprey. Asking his pop there, what's on the go, Adam Button. He broke his arm the last game in Cornerbrook. Wow. So, you know, right, he's out. He's here tonight, and we want to wish him all the best as we do with everybody. Shot by Dyke. Deering almost deflected it. Osprey keeps some pressure on early in his second period of play. It's scoreless as we're live at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. Want to say hello to Chris Crosby and the management team coming over and giving us some things on the games and everything. And Chris, certainly, I've always said about this major midget hockey and Chris Crosby, you take young men and you turn them into hockey players, you take hockey players and turn them into young men, and I think that's something Chris and his team do quite well. It's more than hockey, it's developing them as people, and the Osprey and their management team do a great job of that.
It's a professional ownership all the way down from top to the bottom. The kids, a lot of things you see. The small things you don't see all the time. But you've got a penalty coming here.
And Gary, you know, it's great to have all this, and you know, Chris and Danita do a bang-up job with the management team. But you know, it takes a lot to make it work at the success and the level that the Osprey have. So we want to thank everybody for what they do for the Osprey, especially the community and their major sponsors that they have. You know, Gary, I think you might.
Crosby, Bablaw Office, Danny Cleary Hockey School, Town of Harbour Grace, Town of Bay Roberts, Concord Paving, Bartlett's Irving, and Conchuck Farms. Don, great list of big sponsors there. And
certainly, again, Gary, we got to mention them. Summer games come to Bay Roberts. You know, they got this right, light the lamp, and then all of a sudden you're back into the summer games. So a busy summer in the Bay Roberts.
Bay Roberts, most definitely.
Face off, won by Dawson, kept in at the line by the Osprey. It's Harnham looking for the back pass deep. Right out in on the forecheck. Right out works hard.
Osprey here on the power play, Don, with 18:26.
It's their third power play. They got to make something happen. Big Dawson goes in front.
Oh!
Harnham with an opportunity, just fans on it. Kept in at the line by Simmons. He's always looking for somebody in front. Right out gets there. Dawson stays in the high slot. Right out along the boards, gives it back to Dyke. 1:27 left to go in the power play. Here's Harnham, gains control of it. 18:04 left to go in the scoreless second period of play. Dyke coming in high.
Dyke tries to sneak down low in. Back door.
Picks up the loose. Here's an opportunity for the Blizzard to clear it out. Shot all the way back. He looks for Monk. Monk's in on the off wing. He's going to work hard to get to that puck. Again, picked up by the Blizzard. Shot down. Aikman will take no chances. He'll play it. He leaves it there for Corbett. Harnham stays high for your Osprey. Scoreless at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. Don Coombs, Gary Goss, David Sims production. Here's Corbett in on the off wing. Finds some skating room. Looking for some support. He's got King going through the slot. Here's Corbett again. Looking for that long lead pass across, Gary.
Yeah, Roberts. That's Roberts' sweet spot over there in the top of that circle.
Here's Corbett. Looks to shoot it in. Here King. Good hustle by King. Loose puck is picked up. King tries a shot high and wide. 17:05 left to go in period number 2. 23 seconds left to go. Monk tries a shot. Morgan gets a piece of that.
The deflections are the biggest thing here, Don. I think if they have to get a goal, they have to get lucky. They have to get a deflection on a goal.
Roberts looks to make something happen. 12 seconds left. Pressure put on early in this second period of play. Keegan takes the long shot. Morgan deflects it.
26 shots for 5. Blizzard got lucky again. Then got away without that power play causing them.
Morgan being watched closely by Flynn. Aikman sees nobody there in front, so Green unable to control it. Shot back in by the Blizzard. 16:13 left to go in period number 2. Scoreless at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. Shot out by Corbett. He's looking for Russell through the center, but Flynn gets back to it for the Blizzard. Good pressure again starting out this second period of play. Osprey lost the first game, up 3-1 the second, gave up 3 and answered in the third, lost 4-3. Right now they're dominating this game at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. Differently for your Blizzard, and offside is going to be called against the Tri Pen Osprey with 15:43 left to go.
Don, again, not much blue jerseys in the Osprey zone. Great job by the Osprey to keep the boys in blue outside. Good job on them. Just got to keep the puck pressure Definitely something's going to happen here.
Big face-off. He got Russell on the left wing. Russell,
Great to see.
They want a goal, Gary.
They do. They need this one here tonight.
Kosh up the right side.
Oh, no.
Kosh bumped by Dyke, shot in.
They tried to lay the big hit. The Kosh seen him coming.
Here's Russell, good play by the defenseman Earl. Blizzard looked to put things in, but again, Brian steps up there. Osprey cleared up, tipped down by Russell.
Don, I don't like these games where shots are 26-6.
We're
you know what I mean when I'm talking, right? Yeah. Like it could turn pretty quick. It's great momentum for the Osprey, but it only takes one goal to suck the life out of the momentum, right? I just hope the Osprey can keep it going.
And we were talking about that between the periods. You know, yeah. I think the shots down were 22-4.
Yeah, they were.
And we're saying, you know, if the Blizzard get one, you know, are you going to get down? And then that's going to give the Blizzard a lift. And it is major midget hockey. So here comes the Blizzard down at the point. He tries a shot. Akerman sees that the whole way. Green with a chance to clear it. Down again, steps up, shoots it back.
I'd just like to see the Osprey strike first there.
Brian along the boards, trying to work it up to Russell. Marner steps in for the Blizzard. Team's battling for the loose puck.
Blizzard have been in
two face-off deep in the Tri Pen Osprey zone. They'll have Simmons, Brian, Dyke, and Green out.
Osprey did the right thing there. Dumped the puck. You knew the pressure was on. They didn't want to get the boys buzzing here in blue. Keep them, you know, all else fails. Ice it and get another face-off and reset again, right?
Big hello to Nicholas Mercer out from the Telegram there tonight, right? Say hello to Nicholas.
Nicholas is our referee-in-chief here too at the Bay Arena.
Big fan of hockey, big fan of sports.
Sports in general.
Yeah, big contributor. Here's the Osprey. Russell along the boards. He takes the bump, gets it up to Green. Green works hard. Shot back in. Simmons loses control, but gets his body back in place to block Marner. Dyke forced back in his own zone. In on the forecheck is Connors. Dyke on the off wing looks to play it out. Blizzard again putting some pressure on right now. Just looking to clear it out, and Blizzard again. There's some pushing and shoving. Referee's just telling them to play a hockey. It's been a good game so far.
Step up on him there.
Marner shoots it back in. Got to feel that the Osprey would like to get a line change in now, Gary. There's been pressure put on by the Blizzard. It's tipped. Osprey all go. Let's hope they don't get caught short-handed. One fire out. That's Dyke.
And the boys in blue running the high guys. Yeah, offsides. They got him in their zone there then, Don. It's probably the first time in you know, this game here where the Osprey looked like they were on their heels here. But again, some fresh set of legs out here now.
And Blizzard picked up a couple of shots, Gary, with that little bit of pressure. And as I say, you don't want to get the first goal. The boys have worked hard all game. They got 26 shots on that. Now they're going to be killing off the power play, penalty first in the league on the penalty kill. They agree. To find out what the Osprey are like now on the penalty kill. Dawson's out with Rod out. Morgan and Mugford at the points. Morgan and Corbett sorry with that.
It's an opportunity here for the Osprey to get the puck, to get possession here, to get it cleared.
Corbett looking to kill off some seconds, but the Blizzard come up with the puck. They'll look for the man in front on the backhand. That's Kosh. He's working it back, gives it up to Flynn. Full possession right now. We've got 1:23 left to go in the penalty. Andrews, cross ice to Flynn. Piercy is on the off wing, looking for the high pass, Gary.
Yeah, the Blizzard running the one. Oh boy, that's the only way they're going to score on Akerman too, is a deflection or a tip like that too. But the Blizzard there was set up the 1-3-1 there. I got to be honest, I'd love to see more puck pressure. The Osprey attacking them. Don't give them no space because they'll collapse them in their own zone here on the power play.
Penalty kill is working right now. 12:45 left to go in the second period of play. It's scoreless at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. Game number 2, best of 7 series.
Big game here tonight.
Tri Pen Osprey trail 1-0, Gary, and they go back to the Blizzard's barn for 3 straight. You've got to win this game. This is a must-win game.
Absolutely.
1:06 left to go in the penalty. Osprey look to clear things out. That's King.
Great job.
Gets it out.
Here we go.
Here comes Monk, and King is no two harder workers. They work both ends of the ice. There's King along the boards. He's got Monk in front. King will go on to chase, trying to kill off some valuable seconds on this PK. There's Monk watching the man. Monk bumps his man. Dyke steps up, tries to give it back to King, unable to control it and outbreak the Blizzard. And in the off wing is Power. He looks to move things in. Finds some skating room. That's closely by Simmons. Back to Piercy at Piercy. Long shot. Deflected into the corner by King. Blizzard pick up the loose puck again.
Osprey got to step up on him though, Don.
24 seconds left to go in his power play. 12 minutes exactly left to go in the second period of play. Loose puck is back to the point. Shot. Blocked there by...
Great job there by the Osprey.
That'd be Monk. He goes on to chase against Piercy. He's going to be the first one to the puck.
Great shot block there too by Monk, I believe it was, wasn't it?
Monk it was. Clareville native, tremendous athlete, great hockey player, and played with Team Canada in ball hockey in the World Championships last year.
Anyway, we're back to even strength here now.
Chance that time for the Blizzard. Puck took a hop for the Osprey. Aikman sees it the whole way from shot from Earl at the point. Blizzard putting some pressure on now. Osprey just got to get organized, get control of the puck, and get settled. Teams battling hard along the boards. Here comes Roberts again with Hernham all the way back. It's going to be Spurl in against Morgan. Makes a nice little move. Morgan keeps him close to the outside. Puck is picked up by Connors and shot, and Ackerman will hold it for a face-off.
Great job by Ackerman there, seeing it all the way. Probably one of the most technical sound goalies here in the U18 in the province.
26-11 shots on goal.
Again.
Osprey face-off left to goaltender Ackerman. Scoreless at the Bay Arena and Bay Roberts. Don Coombs, Gary Goss, David Sims production. Blizzard again gets some pressure with the puck on. They maintain. Oh, Ackerman gets a piece of that shot by Connors.
He was left all alone there too by in the back door.
Marner in against Strover in the corner. Loose puck is picked up by Hernham. He's got his head up looking for some support through the center. Almost gets it to Roberts. Shot down. Morgan will have to play it, and he'll hold it for a face-off. And you know that's going to draw some attention.
Roberts slowed him.
Referee.
Did he draw a penalty for it? He got a penalty for it.
Yeah. Referee's keeping control of the game, and here's some chatting with Hernham.
Give him a two. Yeah, he is too. Marner's going for two. Did Roberts get away from that too as well?
Yeah, he skated away. Oh, Roberts skated away.
Yeah, it was good on him.
He took the smack and walked away. He knew they were coming.
Yeah, well, he snowed him.
Yep.
Boy, I think this is the fourth power play here now, Don, for the Osprey.
Yeah, and they've got to make something happen. 10:33 left to go, right at the midpoint of the second period of play.
Face off in the Blizzard zone. Don, who the Osprey?
We got Dyke, we got Hernham, we've got Simmons at the point. You got the captain and you got Rideout. Different combination for Simmons at the point, who's forever looking for an open man in front. Simmons with that long reach, kept in by Dawson. Got another Blizzard player up the ice. And offside, so it's overskated the puck, Gary. 1:43 left to go in the penalty.
Lots of time left. There's only a 7-8 seconds there in the penalty here for the Blizzard. Osprey got to jump on it here now, down and bury one.
Hernham stays out with Dawson and Rideout. Dyke and Simmons at the point.
They got to find a way to get into that shot zone on the power play. It's Blizzard are doing a great job of keeping them outside that square. We always talk about that square in minor hockey growing up to the kids, and you know that's the sweet spot, right?
Dyke, long lead pass over to Simmons. He's unable to control the shot all the way back. Again, Ackerman leaves it for his defenseman. In on the forward check is Flynn for a Blizzard. Dyke, a nice little move, but Flynn takes it from him. He's going to kill off some seconds and try a shot. High and wide. Flynn first one to the puck right now. All the way back to his own zone. There's down. Looks to shoot it back in. 1:11 left to go in the penalty. Scoreless at the Bay Arena and Bay Roberts. Period number 2. Between your Tri Pen Osprey and East Coast Blizzard.
Osprey having some trouble putting it together on this one. 1 minute left though. Let's see if we can get a rush with the puck from Ian.
Here comes Hernham down the off wing.
Sorry.
Hernham's got Dyke going for the slot. Simmons stays back at the point. The captain picks up the puck. That's Dawson. Always the head up. Gets it back to Hernham. Right out, creating something in front. Here's the shot. Dawson, big
blocked.
save. Another shot by Dyke and held by the keeper Morgan. 9:12 left to go.
That's probably one of their best opportunities they've had so far in the four power plays that the Osprey have had right there.
39 seconds left to go in the power play for your Osprey. 0-0. Game 2, best of 7 series. Right here live tonight at the Bay Arena and Bay Roberts.
Shots 29-11 for the Osprey.
Big face-off deep in the Blizzard zone. King tries to come up with the Blizzards. Along the boards, it's Earl. Good forward check again by King. Making things happen low in the zone.
Boy, I tell you, Morgan's faced a lot of rubber in the first, period and a half here. 30 shots for the Osprey. And, you know, there's been a lot of good quality shots there. He's seen a lot of them, but those last couple there, there's traffic in front of the net. That's what the Osprey got to do more, to get some traffic in front of that guy.
King to take the draw again. Underland Corbett at the point. And able to keep it in, shot all the way back where Ackerman will handle it. 8:48 left to go in the period. Morgan behind his own net. 11 seconds, Gary. Got to make something happen here in a hurry. Corbett. Pass went off Spurl. Good forecheck from the Blizzard. Shot in. Morgan forced to play it. Drover way down.
Really good on the power play. They've been really good in the neutral zone, taking away time and space. They've only had a few shifts. I mean, they can't win all the shifts, but the Blizzard are just having some good puck luck here right now. And like I said, they just got to keep chipping away here.
Harnham to take the draw. He's out with Roberts. Ryan. Butler steps up.
Boy, Butler's so strong on his feet. Man, I'm telling you, that kid is stellar. Great young defenseman.
Blizzard look to clear things out. Shot in by the Blizzard. Here's Spurl on the wing. Shot.
Nice
Big
save
by
there
Ackerman.
by Ackerman.
Bailed out his team that time. Quality chance for the Blizzard. Good defensive play and good play by Ackerman. Blizzard keep it in again. Here's Brian cut out of position. Comes back into the play. Good defensive play.
Here we go.
Brian.
We got something here.
We've got Roberts up front. And icing is waved off. Roberts first one to the puck. Got control. He got Dyke coming through. Dyke tries to get it through. Got to hustle back now to back into the D zone. Again, Kosh down the right side. He's got a man coming with him through the center. Russell. Chance for Harnham to clear it out. Gives it back to Butler. Butler with a nice little pass up on the right side. Cleared back in the center. We're down. We'll have to play it. 7:23 left to go in the second period of play. Scoreless at the Bay Arena and Bay Roberts. And Butler again having a good shift right here, Gary, in the second period of play.
I've been around Butler a lot growing up with the hockey. He's a great kid, young fella, got an awesome personality. Only grade 10 done. As the old saying goes, he's strong as an ox on skates, that fella.
And here comes Lewis in on the left side, tries to go around the Blizzard defenseman. Good play by the Blizzard. Here's Deering. He'll look to shoot it in. He'll go chase. And Morgan will take no chances, and he'll hold it for a face-off at 6:52. 31-12, shots on goal.
The momentum was picked back up again. I'm happy to see that, for the Osprey. You just got to keep the pressure, puck pressure.
Big face-off right now to left the goaltender Morgan. Dawson out. He's got Deering on the right. Lewis on the left. Drover wins the draw. Simmons forever looking for that deflection in front. Keeping it low with his head up when he shoots the puck, Gary. Deering along the boards. Gives it up to Dawson. He's got Lewis. Nobody in front. Chance for the Blizzard. Just cleared out of harm's way with 6:37 left to go. Scoreless at the Bay Arena and Bay Roberts. If you're joining us late, folks, thanks for tuning in to a David Simmons production. Next 3 games of this 4-7 series are at the home of the Blizzard. So you don't want to go down 2-0 tonight, as myself and Gary spoke to so many times tonight. There's a good play by Lewis, just getting it in and getting it back in the Blizzard zone. Is down. He's along the boards looking for Marner. He gets it through to Flynn. Good play by the captain. He'll just backhand it in.
Great job on the Osprey for clogging up the neutral zone.
Keeping it in is Simmons. He waits for players to come onside. Zone is cleared. Marner forced back into his own end. Up along the boards is Flynn looking to put it through. Long reach. Simmons gets back against Flynn. Flynn is in the corner. Simmons, good defensive play. Overskate the puck. Chance right here for Flynn. Shot. Deflected. Ackerman gets a piece of it.
He didn't see it.
And here comes the captain. Oh, play just missed, and Morgan forced to hold it for a face-off. 5:39 left to go.
Penalty on that one? Nope.
No penalty call this time.
Yeah, lucky there.
30.
Osprey doing a great job, Don. Again, the momentum. They know they got to win this here tonight in Bay Roberts. Going back 3 games in town.
With everything you could, the only thing they got no results on the board yet. That could be a little bit later. We want to get a goal, get back in and get one ahead, and just take and relax and loosen up their hands on the stick a bit and feel more relaxed. Here comes King. He's got Rod out in front. King working behind the net, looking for support. He gets it from Dyke at the point. Dyke will look to shoot it in. Deflected there.
Well, Don, that's as much as I've seen so far in the game. Great job for jamming the net here by the Osprey. He almost capitalized on that then.
Here's Rideout. He's got Dyke high again. Rideout tries to wrap around himself and able to get it through. Dyke steps up. Some pressure put on right now. Clear it back in the center ice area where Morgan will play it. Morgan gives it up to the Blizzard player. Had to wait for the players to come in.
Morgan almost threw a pizza to him then.
Got to clear the zone. Here comes Rideout. Rideout looking to play it up. Gets it up to Monk. He had a golden opportunity for your Tri Pen Osprey. Shot all the way back again by the Blizzard. Icing going to be called. With 6 left to go in period number 2. Don Coon.
Great turnout here and Bay Roberts and in Harbour Grace. You know what I mean? There's always a lot of support for our local major midget hockey here in the area. It's good to see.
Face off to left to goaltender Morgan. The captain comes out. 18, he's good on the draw. We haven't got his percentage, but he wins that one over to De Bruyne on the right side. Dawson comes in to help and up and into the rafters. And we're going to have another face off at 4:41. You want to win this last 5 minutes of this game, Gary.
Absolutely.
You want to win it. You break it down to 5-minute segments. This is a very important 5 minutes right now.
Shift by shift. It's the whole saying goes, right? You can't put the horse before the cart. You got to go shift to shift. The Osprey are doing a great job. The momentum is in their favor. Let's see if they can capitalize here.
Piercy wins the draw, but Brian picks up the loose puck. They battle
Loose
for
puck.
it.
Oh boy. I guess he lost side of the puck.
Referee lost side of a good call.
Osprey got to do more of charges the net like they're doing, like, you know what I mean, getting traffic in front of Morgan. Morgan, great goaltender too, boy. You know, he doesn't miss much. If he's seen it, he's stopping it, right?
He was the player in the dying minutes at the game number 1. He won the game for his team.
Absolutely.
He closed it down, and he gave up a couple of what he would consider to be soft ones. And when they got the lead, he shut it. He shut it down.
Yeah.
He knows it's important tonight. We see that Coach Russell is rotating his keepers. Coach for Blizzard is not. He's going with Morgan.
Yeah,
Morgan's the horse. He's going to ride in the race.
He's the stud, yeah.
Kept in at the line by Corbett. Dawson in on the forecheck. I'm assuming Dawson's going to come up with this puck, which he did. Tries to wrap around. There's a shot from a hurl.
Big goal!
No goal. No goal. Waved off.
Boy, that's
No goal.
yeah. They're saying not the refs now, but I'm hearing in the crowd, in and out.
Big call by the officials. The official on side, Gary, you know his name, waved no goal from the start, but we'll see what they say. Osprey figured it was in, Blizzard figured it wasn't.
Nope, no goal.
Video review.
Yeah, well,
David's going to put you to the test. Goal is called.
oh, the goal was called.
Yeah.
Great
Goal it
shot.
is. You know what won that goal for him? Let's go back to the captain. I said he was going to be the first one in. He
Great
came
job.
up at the puck.
He did a great
he
job
made that
cracking the
goal.
egg there, Don.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what they need. They need to force the puck to the front of the net. They got to keep jamming it into Blizzard's.
St. John, the Blizzard won an explanation from the officials, which is natural.
Well, I mean, we had one guy call it off, one ref, and then the other ref. You know, there's two refs here, right? It's not just one ref.
But it's a goal. It's not going to be called back now at this stage.
Nope.
But Dawson showed his skill. He showed his reach. He came around. He got the puck in front, and it was finished off by his teammates.
I'm glad the call went in their favor because, you know, as you can see here, I'm sure Dave, I don't know, Dave, you want to get the replay brought up or not? Dave's going to show us that in the replay here when we get this opportunity, but
He did. Otherwise,
it's a goal.
Okay, you've seen the replay right now, folks. There it is. And we're back to live action. Right now, folks, game 2, 4 out of 7 series. Your Osprey, with just over 4 minutes left, have taken a 1-0 lead against the East Coast Blizzard. They trail the series. Big game. Brian shows some strength on the puck, and here it comes. And I'm sure, Gary, your hands are not going to be so tight on the stick right now. You're going to be a bit looser. You're going to play a lot harder, and it's got to affect the Blizzard. You tell them the 37 shots you go and giving up a goal, but the reality is,
It's a big shift in momentum.
Yep.
Got to get this period over with the lead for the Osprey. That's what got to happen here now.
Here comes Harlan again. Gives it back to Dyke. Dyke gets it ahead to Monk, and we know Monk won't stop skating. And here come the Blizzard again. They're in over the line. Kosh on the off wing. He's got Piercy.
Great job by the Osprey then to step up on him.
Chance Monk again showing some big hustle in against Andrews. He's not going to give up. King picks it up in the center ice here with his head up. Blizzard breaking down the right side. Is Marinell. He's watched closely by Simmons. Gets it back. Simmons with it in the corner. Gives it back to his defensive partner, Dyke. Dyke steps around the Blizzard player. Looking to move it along the boards. Good forecheck for the Blizzard right now. There's Monk again, showing some good hustle. Simmons forced back in the corner. He's got King with him. 2:53 left to go. Your Tri Pen Osprey lead 1-0. Game 2, best of 4 series. Osprey trail the series 1-0. Here's Rideout. Nice little move by Rideout. Looking for the man in front. King is staying high. Morgan gets a piece of it. King is bumped off the puck in front, and Morgan will hold it for a face-off with 2:35 left to go in period number 2.
Key to finishing this period, Don, is keeping the puck in the blue zone here, in the Blizzard zone. Osprey just got to keep getting it over the red, get it deep. Again, 1-0. Shots at 38-14, Don. Heavily one-sided. Osprey. And they finally did crack the egg, the Osprey egg. 1-0, 2:35 in the second.
Deering to take the draw, loose puck for the rebound, kept in by Morgan. And out come the Blizzard. They've got power going through the center. Lewis again shows some big hustle. Blizzard looking for somebody through the center, unable to get it through. Again, defensive play by Deering, knocking the Blizzard player off the puck, and he comes up with it. Blizzard still in on the forecheck. Corbett forced back into his own zone. He's watched by Quinlan. Corbett will start things off, puts it off the boards, gets it ahead. Nice play by Lewis with his head up. No offsides. Deering got back. Quinlan again with the loose puck. 1:48 left to go. 1-0 for your Tri Pen Osprey over the East Coast Blizzard. Don Coombs, Gary Goss, David Sims live at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. Major AAA midget hockey, the best midget hockey players in the province. Long shot by the Blizzard, high and wide. Aikman saw that the whole way. Lewis bumps along the boards, looking for the man through the center. Deering. King picks up the loose puck. He's in one-on-one. He tries the shot. Blocked by the defenseman. Again, King works hard in the corner. Comes up with the loose puck. Looking for the man back, and out comes the Blizzard. 3-on-2. Corbett and Morgan back. Morgan just takes the time, puts it back into the center ice area. We got 1:10 left to go in the period. Blizzard want to get the puck in. Osprey want to keep possession. Morgan back behind his own net. Leaves it for Corbett.
Great job there for the Osprey.
Corbett to Lewis.
Keep the puck at the zone, keep it down the blue.
And we're going to have an icing call, Gary, with 55.8. That's a big icing call right now.
Yeah, it is. 55 seconds left in the second. I believe, though, that the Osprey, win back the draw, get the puck deep. Name of the game here is keep it in the blue zone right now until we finish this period.
Good thing for the Osprey. King is out to take the draw. He's a specialist on the draw. King wins the draw. Loose puck is picked up. Osprey not able to clear it again along the boards. Good hustle shown by the Osprey. Deering gets into the action. Morgan, Deering pushes Connors off the puck and cleared out of harm's way. 43 seconds left to go. Osprey again, that's Corbett looking for somebody through the center. Up to Morgan. Morgan just looks to clear it out. Step up the spiral. And here comes Deering on the off wing. End of a long shift for this line. Shot back in. Morgan first one to the puck. And we're going to have icing call with 23.3.
No, we got a hooking.
Penalty?
Yep. Penalty on Corbett. Is it Corbett? No.
Blizzard keep
Deering. Yep.
End of a long shift, probably a bit tired.
Most definitely.
23.3, big face off to the right of goaltender Aikman. The Cat to take the draw. Osprey win the draw, they're unable to clear it out. Piercy.
Oh, great block. Here we go. Here we go. He got the speed done.
It's right out.
Hooking.
He's being hooked there.
Oh, where's the call to on that one? Wow.
Could be a penalty shot.
Boy.
10 seconds left to go. Osprey looked to clear it out.
Great job there by Dyke.
Dawson. Love the head. Call is made.
I don't know. I don't want to seem biased, but I thought that was a good hook there, John.
I thought it could have been a penalty shot.
Absolutely.
But anyway, what do we know?
Yep. We're only chatters. 5 seconds.
5.2 seconds left to go. 1-0 is the score.
Puck is outside the blue line, so you know what I mean. Osprey's got to win the draw here, or either that forced to play.
Dawson stays out.
Not going to let him change. Nope, not going to let him change. Otherwise it's too late jumping.
Well, Dyke bought some time for himself that time anyway. Dawson will take the draw. He's out with Monk. Monk will take the draw. Dawson will go to the left side, setting things up. Dyke to take the draw, Gary. It's the first time we saw that this year. Clear back to Simmons. Simmons will take the safe play, shoot it down the ice, and folks, that's a great period of play.
It was an awesome period.
After two complete, Don Coombs, Gary Goss, David Sims production, your Tri Pen Osprey lead the game 1-0 and was a must-win game for your Tri Pen Osprey. Gary shots on goal.
39-14, Don. Osprey are on fire. Obviously, the scoreboard really doesn't tell it because, with that many shots, you'd like to see a couple more in there. Morgan's seeing a lot of the goals, and, Morgan's doing a great job for the Blizzard. But the Osprey did manage to crack the egg down with 5 minutes left, give them a one goal go-ahead lead.
And they'll start off the third period, 1:37 to go on the PK, and that's going to be a big one. Don Coombs, Gary Goss, David Sims will be back shortly for start the third period of play. Welcome back to the start, third period of play. Don Coombs, Gary Goss. Gary, a lot of people coming up talking that.
Yeah.
A lot of people nervous. A lot of people, we hope I don't drop the ball. But good game so far. 1-0 is the score. Game 2 of the best 4 of the 7 series. Blizzard won the first one. Right now it's 1-0. And Deering Tart at the end of the shift took a hooking penalty.
It was good. It was good for the Osprey to get away from the second period, even though on the penalty kill down, still up 1-0.
They're leading.
That's all that matters right now. I mean, I know we got to kill off 137 here in the third, but again, you know, it's doable. Keep the boys in blue to the outside, pucks deep on the power play, and you know, we'll get right back to even strength. Probably bury another one here.
22-4, the shots on goal after the first period of play. Right now, 39-14. That's 17-10 that second period of play. Gary got a little bit closer, but you know, they still got control. Just had a lapse or two where, you know, the Blizzard put some pressure on, but overall it was an Osprey period of play. It
was indeed. Osprey won the first 2 periods. Like I said before, they're doing a phenomenal job of clogging the neutral zone, taking away the momentum for the Blizzard to come through with any speed down, for that matter.
Welcome back to the start of period number 3. Don Coombs, Gary Goss, David Simmons production.
Here we go.
Live at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. Here's Corbett in, offsides when he called. The captain was caught inside. And, you know, 1:32, 3 seconds gone or 5 seconds gone. Gary, we got to expect some push again from the Osprey. You can't sit on a 1-0 lead. Not
Absolutely not.
It's too much offensive.
Nope, it's definitely not a game to sit back on. They got to keep the 2-1-4 check going. Most definitely.
Here come the Blizzard trying to set things up. They trail 1-0. Here's Andrews down the left side, looking for somebody in front. He's got Flynn. Just trying to set things up. Osprey just want to get a possession of the puck. They want to be puck watching right now early in this third period of play. They lead the game 1-0. Back to the point. Kept in by Piercy.
Great job by the Osprey though to show some force and pressure to keep the pressure on him to the outside. That's the big thing on the power play, Don. If you keep him to the outside, don't let the power play collapse.
1 minute left to go, Gary. That's exactly right. Here comes Simmons, chance, and he clears out. Going to be some valuable seconds cleared off there right now. Morgan has had a strong game, and so we should after 39 shots on goal. Clears it around. Here's Dawson. Finds some skating room in the center ice area. Blizzard pick up the loose puck. Dawson again in on the forecheck. He's got Monk with him, the Clarenville native. Always plays hard and strong. There's Piercy looking to set things up. Osprey first. Dawson showing his leadership on that one. Gets it out of harm's way. There's Kosh in the corner. He's been watched by Simmons. Kosh looking for some support. 23 seconds left to go in the penalty. Looks for the man in front. Ackerman shot the whole wall, and a high stick going to be called. 18-14 left to go.
Yeah, Andrew Ackerman, Andrew, a rookie. This is a rookie year. You know what I mean? But you would say that he was a third-year veteran on the U18, league. You got Dyke. You've got Butler. You got Simmons. All these guys are in grade 10, first years in the U18, right? Doing a phenomenal job. I think the nerves the other night, Don, got to him. I really do. Oh, boy.
Well, with the players that young, the first-year players,
absolutely.
Chris and Danita got a good program going for the next 3 years.
They do indeed, sir. They got a lot of young talent coming up, right?
Yeah, and the thing is, we look up east and west here, Gary, you know, it's a lot of people in the stands out supporting them, and a lot of young hockey players looking up to the Osprey players. We're very lucky in this area, in this region. We got the Stars here in Bay Roberts that are a tremendous junior team, the CB Stars, the senior team, good team, still in rebuilding cause, but the minor programs coming up are unreal. I know the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre got 2 Easter tournaments. I'm sure the Bay Arena got 2 or more.
Yeah, they do this year, yep.
Shot down by the Osprey. Teams are back at even strength. 18-14 left to go in the period. A shot all the way down, and icing going to be called against your Tri Pen Osprey. And as you say, Gary, come fly with us with your Tri Pen Osprey.
Well, they're flying. Shots 39-15 for the Osprey here in the Bay Arena. We talk about Easter tournament in Harbour Grace and Bay Roberts here. We got the U15 Rep 2 and the U18 Rep 2 hosting here at Provincials in Bay Arena and during Easter down.
King takes draw.
Even strength again now.
Yeah. King wins the draw. Back to Simmons. Connors picks up the loose puck, but Simmons again shows some good hustle. He'll look to shoot it up. Flynn steps up and a chance there. It's King in the center ice area. He's smart with the puck. He'll go, shoot it off. Line change, fresh legs coming for your Tri Pen Osprey. In on the forecheck is Harnham. He was a big player on that goal. Pass from Dawson.
Oh, boy, he kept it in.
Good forecheck. Dyke falls, gets back up. Here come your Osprey on the left side. Tip the head. It's Roberts.
He's quick.
He's got a chance. Tries to giant.
Ooh, boy, he tried to sneak one there.
Morgan didn't know where he was at, but got a piece of it to keep his team in at 40-15 shots on goal, 1-0 to score, 17:32 left to go in period number 3. Your Osprey trail 1-0. Next 3 games are in the home of the Blizzard. Gary, we're not sure. We're trying to find out between the second and third where they're at. They don't know. The games haven't been straightened away
not
yet.
Listed yet.
So stay tuned to your Tri Pen Osprey site and you'll find out. Here's Hernham. He's down the right side. He's got a great shot. Shoots just low and wide. Morgan cutting down the angle. Kept in again by the Osprey, but the Blizzard break out. Tries a shot. Aikman, no problem. And here's a chance right now. Big defenseman Corbett up, tips it in. He's the first one to it. He's got Drover going to the front of the net. Sips and looking for the man on the wing is Spurl. Stays on side.
Oh, great stick there by Dyke.
Got to get somebody back in front. Man's in front, nobody watching him. There's Earl, tries the shot.
Net's off.
Kosh is at the side of the net. And whistle is called, Gary.
Yeah, shots for the Osprey, 17 for the Blizzard. 16:38 left here in the third. 1-0 score for the Osprey. Momentum in the favor, of course, of the Osprey with those shots on goal. Biggest key here is getting some traffic in front of the goalie Morgan here for the Blizzard, Don.
And a big hello again to Jim Green, who filled in the first on our telecast back a few games. He's going back to Indonesia on Sunday, Jim, so we would hopefully, our fingers are crossed, we're going to be back here and see your son and the Tri Pen Osprey playing for, to move on to the final in this major AAA midget hockey, the best of the best in Newfoundland. Here's the Osprey, shoots it up, Moose just tips it ahead. Nice little play. Deering again in on the forecheck. Deering is hungry after the penalty, and Morgan misplays that. Simmons now up one-on-one against Flynn, gives it ahead, steps over. Good defensive play by your Osprey. 16-16 left to go, and here it is. Here's Deering in on the off wing. He's got a nice shot. Wide. Look to keep it in. It's Simmons. Simmons goes back to the point.
Don, that one goal the Osprey had, Don, they got that goal. Traffic was in front of the net. And that's what they got to do here. They got to get bodies to the net.
Here's Dawson. He's in. Toe drag, shot, low and wide. Pressure put on by your Tri Pen Osprey. A lot of nervous people here in the stands, Gary, with this 1-0 score. They dominated with 41 shots.
Quick change here. Good change by the Osprey.
Quinlan on the left wing, shoots it in. Butler out there now. He's out with Dyke.
Good job by Ackerman to stop that from wraparound.
Dyke with the head up, looking to set things up. He's got time. Gets it up on the wing to Rideout. Rideout moves up in the center ice area. Shoots it in. Brian's going to be the first one to the puck here. In against Marnell. Blizzard with Quinlan in the corner. Again, Hernham in on the forecheck with Brian. Green steps up. Checking line for your Brad Russell. And out breaks Flynn. Tries to move. Good play by Butler. Steady defenseman, as you said, Gary. Strong on his skates. And here's down. He almost gives it up. Loose puck is picked up by Marnell. In on the forecheck is Brian. 14:50. We played over 5 minutes this third period of play. Marnell looks to shoot it in. Again on the forecheck is Green. He takes a hit to the head.
The head there on that.
Gets up, shakes it off. Dyke tries to move in. Green will go to the bench. Fresh skates coming out. Out comes Roberts. Takes the bump. Hernham steps up for his player. Earls in the center ice area trying to make some moves, but Dyke takes him out of the play.
Game hasn't been that physical, Don, leading up to this period, but this period shows to be a lot more physical game than what it was the first 2 periods.
Long shot down, Morgan, and he'll hold it for a face-off with 14-12 left to go. We said it, I think it was in the first period of play. It was a little bit bumping, but it's picked up.
Settled down, now it's coming back.
Yeah, it's come back right now.
Well, I'd say for sure when the Blizzard went in, the powwow was let's shake things up here and start throwing some bodies around, and no doubt about it, the Osprey has the height and size to put that in return.
Here's a shot. Face-off was won by your Osprey. Here's Earl in the corner. He's watched closely by Hernham. Loose puck is picked up by Roberts. Boy. He'll try his shot. Roberts and Drover out there. Corbett, he's had a strong game tonight, Gary.
Boy, he is. Big defenseman.
And icy going to be called.
He's after rushing the puck a few times, pinching in. And good on him because he's been lucky with that style of play tonight, Don.
And I know you said they're young and the players. Corbett, Morgan, Dyke, Simmons. That's a big
Corbett, I believe Corbett is, I think Corbett is his graduating year. I'm not 100% sure, but I know he's not his first year.
But that's a big D, Gary.
But absolutely. Absolutely.
Right? There's a shot. Robertson's in, trying to get things out. Blizzard look to keep it in with Spurl. Spurl works it up along the boards. Puck is caught up in Hernham's paraphernalia.
Yeah. They
score.
Yeah. They were buzzing then, Don. Blizzard were buzzing around the net.
13:33 left to go in period number 3, and the Blizzard tie it up. 1-1 is the score. 45-18 shots on goal.
As a coach, I always say, it's nothing worse when the other team is buzzing, because you can, you either got to get the puck deep, or we got to keep puck pressure and don't give them no space. And that's what happened then. The Blizzard, the boys in blue, struck then. 1-1 game, 13-33. Shots on goal, 45 for the Osprey, 18 for the Blizzard.
Blizzard lead the best of 4 out of 7 series by 1 game that they won in the community center by a score of 4-3. They trail in shots on goal, but they're tied in the score and they lead the series. Next 3 games are at the home of the Blizzard, folks. So this is a must-win, or we feel is a must-win for your Tri Pen Osprey. They come back. That was Connors. Tried the shot high, bumped off the puck.
I'll be honest. Got to get down to the 8-9 minute mark and keep it in the favor of the Osprey. Whether it's a 1-1 or we get a goal, you got to suck that momentum back, get it going again. Nice goal though by the Blizzard.
Full credit.
Yeah.
Ackerman with no chance on it at all.
No, the guy pulled right in the slot, top shelf. Nice goal.
King to take the draw to the right of goaltender Ackerman. King wins the draw again, gets it back to Simmons. Simmons overskates it. Blizzard come out. King looking to clear it out of harm's way. Blizzard again on the forecheck, but here's Monk, shoots it down. Out comes right out. He's going to take a shot. Good defensive play from the Blizzard defenseman, getting in front of it, and that's what it was the other night, Gary. They just got in front of the puck and got in front of the puck, and it's hitting off the leg or the stick, and
there hasn't been much traffic. As much as I'd love to say, you know what I mean, being the hometown team here, there hasn't been a whole lot of traffic in front of Morgan. The Blizzard doing a great job keeping the boys in white to the outside. Key to this one is to get people's bodies around the net, Don. Pucks down low, deflections.
Dawson wins control of it. Lewis behind the net. He's got Dawson on the backhand. Deering trying to get free. Lewis tries a shot. Nobody knows where his 2 is in front. Deering takes a bang at it. We've got 12:46 left to go. It's a 1-1 score here at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. Don Coombs, Gary Goss. Lewis bumped off to the puck. Play continues. Here's Dawson looking for some support. Gets it from Dyke. Dyke and Dawson work well together. Nice move by Dawson. Gets it over the blue line. He's got a great shot. Shoots it up. Goes high and wide. Deering his first one to the puck. Gets it back in the corner looking for Dawson. Deering is bumped off the puck.
Here we go.
Try the shot. Fans on it. Long puck shot all the way down.
Yeah, Adam Dawson's got one of those shots.
Tipped. No icing called. Marnell in on the forecheck.
Ooh, boy.
Blizzard starting to use the body now against the Osprey, getting some momentum back from that goal. Lewis plays Andrews off the boards, back to Dyke. We've played 8 minutes exactly in his 3rd period of play. 1-1 to score.
You know, Don, a lot of hockey left here yet. 12 minutes of play. Shots on goal, 46-19. Again, Blizzard got lucky there. Guy in the slot. Osprey just got to keep doing what they're doing. Keep forcing the play. Dominate the neutral zone and get pucks deep.
Big face out there to the right. Harnham wins that. Gets it back in the corner, looking for some support. Keeping it the line by the Blizzard Earl. Force back area, Osprey. Blizzard first ones to the puck right now. Showing some offense. And Osprey got to get possession. Hang around.
That's all it is. Yep. The shots don't mean nothing when it comes to this type of game. The caliber of hockey. We could be talking 30 shots in the difference, but it only takes 2 prime opportunities to finish the game.
And they had an opportunity and they scored.
Blizzard are dangerous down low. Very dangerous down low. You can see that's where their biggest asset is too, down low in front of the net there.
Harnham wins the draw. Out come the Blizzard. It's Russell and Roberts. Russell shoots it in. Over to Roberts. Drover looks to deflect it. He'll go on to chase, using his speed in the corner. Blizzard looks for a man. All the way back in the center ice area where
Pump it right back in.
Big body. Just falls off him. Blizzard back in their own zone. Osprey with Drover. Drover looks to bring it forward. Here comes Roberts. Long shot. Blocked by the Blizzard.
2-on-1 here. Oh, good job by Dyke stepping up.
Puck is in the center ice area. Out comes Drover. This kid can score, Gary.
Absolutely.
Drover can score. He's got to be.
I've known all these kids for a long time. My young fella's first year Bantam, but coming through the breakaway program with Bo Bennett, a lot of great talent on this Osprey team. The boys are dangerous. They're on the ice every other day of the week, Don.
King to take the draw with 10:49 left to go. Big face-off. Left to goaltender Morgan. King wins it, tries to bring it through himself. Picked up. Right out unable to control it. Now come to Blizzard. They got Quinlan on the left side. Butler forced back into his own zone. Heads up, just content to shoot it down, up and over. And we're going to have another face-off. Gary, 10:37 left to go. If you're joining us late, 1-1 is the score. Game 2 of the best of 7 series. The Osprey 1, Blizzard 1. Blizzard lead the series 1-0. Next 3 games are at the home of the Blizzard.
Must win, in my opinion, for the Osprey here tonight. On home ice, definitely.
Blizzard with an opportunity. Here comes Monk looking to clear things out. He's bumped along the boards. King comes back to help. King picks up the loose puck, heads up all the way. Just looking to get some support. He gets it from Rideout, and Monk is in on the chase. Monk is in on the off wing. He's one-on-one. Monk
Who's he got with him?
King shot. Big save by Morgan.
He's seen it all the way again. No traffic in front of the net. Definitely a conversation going to happen here from the Osprey about, got to get some traffic in front of that guy. Strahler picked up the shot there on that one.
Golden opportunity that time for King, right into the
breadbasket. Well, we always say that, but you know what? That's good goaltending.
That's positioning.
Yeah, it is. That's technical hockey on a goaltender's part. He wasn't out of position at all.
Dawson out again to take the draw. He's out with Brian and Hernham. Dawson wins the draw, brings it back in front himself. But the Blizzard pick it up. They move around. Down the wing. Man in front.
Great job.
Good back check.
Dan. Really good back check for the Blizzard. The Osprey.
Shot up again. Here's Flynn looking to play it off the boards. Long lead pass to Flynn. Good back check there by Brian. He battles hard.
That was Monk, was it? No, that was Brian, sorry.
Yeah.
Kids having a great year too.
They're all having good. Nice move there by Hernham. He finds Dawson in on the off wing. He's going to look to tip it. Gets it through. Dawson looking for Simmons coming across. Broken up by the Blizzard. Out comes Quinlan and finds the man through the center. He's in. On the off wing, tries the backhand. Puck is low and wide. Osprey pick it up. Here comes Corbin. He finds some skating room. He's got Hernham with him. Over to Brian. Brian takes the shot, and Morgan again. He'll hold it for a face-off. 9:21 left to go. Period 3.
Well, one positive thing here, the face-off in the blue zone here now. 9:21. Shots on goal are 50-19. I like the look of the shot clock, but I'd love to see the score up a bit more here for the Osprey.
King to take the draw. He's up against Connors. King wins the draw cleanly. Back to Simmons. Deflection. King.
He did. Got a stick on it.
Great shot by Simmons. Always keeping it low with the heads up. King got a stick on a big save by Morgan. Again, back to Simmons at the point. He's looking for some support. Morgan directs it in the corner. Down has to play it. On the check is Monk. Down makes a nice little play. They're looking to get it up to Spirals. Unable to get it through. Again, right out. Good form, and out comes Spurl up in the off wing, looking to shoot it in. Good back check again from your Tri Pen Osprey. Monk bumps along the boards. He's got Rideout and King with him. Rideout comes out with the loose puck. 8:45 left to go. Gets it over to Corbett, looking for the man through the center. Down force back in his own zone. Fresh legs coming out for your Osprey, Gary.
Yeah, and the Blizzard got a high guy right here. Yeah, good job.
Looks to tip it in. More. Corbett goes back into his own zone. He's out with Dyke. In on the forward check is Spurl. Kept in at the line by Down. 8:25 left to go. Very important. 8:25. Here's Dyke. Dyke is looking through the center to Roberts. Hernham comes in, broken up, and here comes Marner.
Ooh.
He's hit by Dyke. Solid hit in the center ice area. Roberts comes back. He's in one-on-one. He's got Hernham going for the front of the net. Big body going to the front. Bumped off the puck. Loose puck is picked up though. Buddy Osprey. Drover with a golden chance that time. Good save by Morgan. Osprey continued to forecheck. Shot back in by Roberts. Drover's in. 7:43 left to go. Drover looking to come around net to force something. Shot down. Here comes Spurl on his off wing again. He's down 7. Take no
around his presence since he's been a young boy, and I always admired him, and being a goalie myself growing up, his technical ability. He's just zoned in all the time. Like he doesn't get rattled easy. You know.
Strong keeper. Dawson take the draw against Flynn. Right of goaltender Rakeman. 7:31 left to go. Dawson wins it cleanly.
Yeah.
Up and
I like that Hail Mary stuff. I really do, because so often it works. I really do. You must see it often, Don.
Yeah, I just amazed at how often they try it, and it didn't work that time. It worked.
No, but it do work. I like it when it works.
And it's a set play, and they know what they're doing. So here's Dawson against Flynn again to the right of goaltender Akerman. Flynn wins the draw. Dawson picks up the loose puck and a good back check. He's back behind his own net with the head up, looking to set things up. Looking for somebody to come through the center. Nobody here. He'll continue to move up the side. Leaves it for his defensive partner. Dawson again along the board. Usually smarts in his big long body. Gets it over to Corbett. Corbett's got Deering going through the center. Broken up by Down. He looks to shoot it back up. But again, good play by your Osprey on the forecheck. 7 minutes exactly left to go in this third period of play. 1-1 is the score. Good control by the Osprey right now. Lewis looks for some support, doesn't get it. And Russell is down the left side. He's back with the big defenseman for your Osprey, Dyke. Dyke along the boards, heads up, looking for somebody going.
Nobody there though.
Takes his time, settles it down. 6:41 left to go. Bumped off the puck. Don't happen very often. Corbett gets it through the center. Just tipped there by Dawson. Forcing players back in their own zone. Osprey looks to pick it up. Good play by Simmons, working the line of boards. He's getting some support.
This is a long play with no whistle.
Earl. He's bumped. Lewis tries the shot again. Morgan sees it the whole way, and he'll hold it for a face-off.
Yeah, he took that right to the quad then. Knee on knee, it looked like anyway. Yeah.
Player for the Blizzard gets up. Marnell will help him over.
Can't see his number.
I think it's
61?
Zachary Earl. Yeah, it's Earl.
He's up on it anyway.
Wish him all the luck. You know, we talk about injuries, and these are only young men playing in this major AAA midget hockey league. Certainly don't want to see anybody get
nobody
hurt.
wants to see nobody get hurt.
No, not about that. It's about quality of hockey. And
kids. Well, I shouldn't say kids. They're young athletes, young men. You know, they heavily invested in themselves through the years. You know, and this is in their prime now, the grade 10, 11, and 12, right? You wouldn't want to see nobody get injured, especially in the playoffs.
Osprey in the Blizzard zone, battle for the puck. That's Monk and King along the boards. King comes up with the loose puck, looking for some support. He's bumped from behind. Blizzard with a chance to clear it out, but again, Simmons steps up the plate. Here's King. He's on the backhand. Here's Marnell. Get it. Marnell goes for the net. Here's Simmons. Uses his body.
Great job by the Osprey, too, filling the lanes on the way back.
Here's a shot. Man in front
See
for
the
the
shots?
Blizzard.
Low shots. That's the dangerous shots, Don. I'm telling you, those shots for anybody are dangerous. Low on the ice. All it takes is a stick deflection anytime. You see most of the goals. That's where you see them to. Hard on the ice.
And the NHL is the same.
Same
off the
thing.
stick, off the skate, off the player's butt. It doesn't matter as long as it goes in.
These goalies are that great these days. You know, that's the only way to bury something by them is sneak one with a chip or a deflection, right?
5:30 left to go in this third period of play. 1-1 is the score. Don Coombs, Gary Goss, David Sims live at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. Game 2, best of 7 series. In steps Dawson. He's watching him closely right now. Dawson got loose puck. He's looking for some support. Harnham looks to come in. And out come the Blizzard. Dyke will take no chances. They clear the zone. And here comes Flynn in the center ice area. Shoots it back in. We've got 5 minutes exactly left to go. Gary basically right now, sudden death.
Yeah. Oh boy. Be interesting to see now, Don, if the Blizzard change, you know, they tend to run the two high guys. Be interesting to see going forward if they run those two high guys in the neutral zone instead of a low breakout.
Andrews with the loose puck for the Blizzard. Looking to set things up. Dawson goes off. Quinlan moves down left wing, shoots it in. 4:34 left to go in this third period of play. Dyke, first man back. Line the boards. Again, Dyke with the loose puck, looking for some support through the center. Finds it on the right side. Shot back again. Akerman gets a piece of it, deflects it in the corner. Some pressure put on now by the East Coast Blizzard. They lead this series 1-0 after a 4-3 win in the Cleary Centre. Right now, it's 1-1 here at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. Spiro picks up the loose puck. Brian goes over to help Spiro again along the boards. He's bumped by Corbett. Blizzard have to clear the zone. They got some pressure on right now. Shot. I think that was off the mask of Akerman.
It was, yeah. I thought it was offside still myself, but who am I?
Kept in by the Blizzard. They got some pressure. Loose puck is picked up. Good defensive play by King. Looks to clear it out. Right now they're chasing. Just got to clear it out. Get some fresh legs on the ice. Get control. King is on the forecheck. Shot all the way back in by Down. Blizzard gets fresh players on the ice. Dyke is back behind his own net. He's in to a long shift here, Gary. Dyke gets it back in the corner.
Got to get a change.
Finds the man down the left side. That's right out. He's out with Monk. King goes off, and we're going to have a face-off with 3:18 left to go in this your third period of play.
I've said it, and even I've noticed it now in the last few minutes, even with the Osprey. That red line stretch pass, this is where you're starting to see it more now. It's a game changer, and how often they do it, both sides. We'll wait and see in the next 3 minutes if we don't see it 4 or 5 times. It's a big game changer.
Dawson against Connors. Flynn looks down the left side, takes a shot. Akerman will take no chances, and he'll hold it for a face-off. It's going to be a job to beat him, Gary, when he can see the puck. Both keepers.
Either one of them. I mean, strong goaltending. Like I said, the goaltending in the province, in my personal opinion, I'm sure, and most people back it up, goaltending in the province, we have lots of great talent. Lots of great talent.
Connors against Dawson. Dawson wins the puck. Gives it up behind the net. And on the forecheck of Spurl.
Oh, the Osprey having trouble in their own zone, though.
Some pressure put on the last minute or so, Gary.
Last 2 minutes, yeah.
And we're down.
Since the 5-minute mark.
We're down to 3 minutes exactly left. Here comes Simmons. He's got Brian on the wing. Looking for Brian. Just shoots it up. Flynn is forced back into his own zone.
See, they're running the high guy. That's the trademark. That high guy up there to catch that pass on the way in, right?
Looking at the players' faces, Gary, the Blizzard are playing with a little bit more confidence right now.
Yeah, they are. Shots on goal, 54-24 for the Osprey. Key here is the Osprey not to make any mistakes. That's the biggest thing here.
There's King. Out comes Connors. Loose puck is picked up by Deering. Deering over to Hernham.
We got Hernham.
On the line change. Shot. Puck was off, Gary. Took the shot. 2:20 left to go. Saved by Morgan.
I'm a big fan on the shot. Hernham's a great hockey player too, though.
Plays hard.
Yep. Him and his younger brother, Nolan Hernham as well, the U15 in the Tri Pen Osprey, the U15. Great player. Actually, all the family. They're all 2 sisters as well play hockey.
Deering, big face off to the left for goaltender Morgan for your Tri Pen Osprey. Blizzard win the draw. Looking to get control of it. First man to the puck is Lewis. Lewis along the boards.
It's the first time the puck been down in the blue zone for the last 3 minutes.
It's 2-on-1. Here's Marnell. Shot off Dyke, up and over, and we're going to have a face-off with 2:06 left to go to the right of goaltender Akerman. 1-1 to score. Game 2, best 4 out of 7 series. This is the second game. We're at the Bay Arena live in Bay Roberts. Games 3, 4, and 5, Gary, at the home of the Blizzard.
Boy, good crowd on hand tonight, too. We've mentioned it a few times. Rena's got a great crowd, great support here for the Osprey. Oh, boy.
Loose puck.
Got to get control of that puck for the Osprey. There we go. We get it out. Great job of the Osprey, Don.
Deering trying to get to it. Get the icing waved off, but no such luck. 1:54 left to go.
Don.
Blizzard seem to be playing a bit looser, Gary.
Yeah, well, they're playing with more, looser, I guess, in one sense, but I guess it's confidence,
Pierce he'd take the draw. He's up against King, left goaltender Akerman. Less than 2 left to go in his third period of play. Down at the point, shot, blocked by your Osprey. There's Corbett along the boards. Nice little move by Corbett. Gets it up. Cleared it a hair's way. Here's Osprey. That's Lewis. In on the forecheck. Loose puck is picked up by King. King trying to move in, keeps control of the puck. They're all over him. He takes a shot and is held by Morgan.
I'll be honest, I haven't seen many shots go to the blocker side of Morgan. None at all. And I mean, that kid, he must be a great ball player too, because ain't much getting past that glove.
And I think you're right, Gary. I don't think we've seen a shot. Not a shot.
No, it's always on the glove side.
Yeah. Face off to the left is going to be a big face off. Dawson is out. take the draw. He wins the draw.
Back in.
Tries to get control. Simmons at the center ice area shoots it back in. 1:28 left to go. 1-1 to score.
Be interesting to see if I can't see it because the momentum usually shifts. But will there be a timeout call by either one of the teams here?
Quinlan along the boards. Osprey still on the forecheck. Simmons with the head up. Shoots. Forces loose puck. Dawson unable to get through to it. Nice. As I said, Gary Simmons impressed me. He's always got the head up at the point, not looking just to throw the puck away, looking for something to happen. Here comes the captain again behind the net. He's got some players in front. And here come the Blizzard. They're 3-on-3. Long cross ice pass. Dyke is the first one of that.
Get it out here. Here we go.
Dawson able to control it. Here come the Blizzard in under off wing.
Good defensive play by Dyke.
40 seconds left to go, folks. This is it. Dawson will get a chance for one more rush. 1-1 is the score.
Get a change. Yep.
Tries a long shot.
Oh boy. Anything's possible. That caught a piece of somebody's skate or stick on the way in. Then
Monk along the boards. He's got Hernan with him. Blizzard look to clear things out. 18 seconds. Still time for both teams. Simmons along the board. Shoots it in.
Great job by Simmons. Step up on the play.
Monk is first one in. Oh, he's working hard. He's got the man in front.
Here we go.
This puck is picked up by Rideout. Again, kept in by Corbett. 3 seconds left to go. 2-1. And folks, get ready for overtime. After three complete here at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts, your hometown Tri Pen Osprey and the East Coast Blizzard 1-1 to score, Gary. And I think they play a full period. Going to have to check it out and get back to you, folks.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think they're clearing the ice, though, are they? No, they're not. No, always cleaning down. Don, I always ask the question: what do you think the Osprey have to do here to bury this to come away with the win? Sudden death now, so you know we're gone from time where you can get a goal and get one back.
They got to continue playing the way they are. They got to if they get the shots, they got to take the shot. You got to get people in front of the net. Morgan, he's a great goalie. He's played well, but you got to get traffic in front of him.
That last minute of play, the Osprey were buzzing around the front of the net more, which is what I'd love to see.
I'm sure Coach Russell is talking to his Chargers. The big boys got to be the big boys. Your
They
role
do.
players
This is where you step up.
They can make something happen, but they got to play the defensive role too. But your big boys got to get it big boys because you can't, as you say, give up on.
No.
We got time to come back. There's no coming back in this one.
One and done.
Okay,
10 minutes.
Officials getting it going right now. 61-26. Don Coombs, Gary Goss, David Sims Productions. We're here live at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. It's a Tri Pen Osprey against the East Coast Blizzard. The Osprey trail 1-0 after a 4-3 loss on a couple of nights ago, Gary.
Yeah.
But right now, this is a big, big win. You don't want to go down 2-0 to the Blizzard, even though they finished in second place and the Blizzard in third. You don't want to go St. John's trying to win 3 games.
No, you don't. I mean, obviously if that's what happens, it happens. But it's definitely it's not in your benefit. You go in town, weigh ice down 2 games, right?
Here they come. Rideout takes the shot, puts it in again. King is in on the forecheck.
This is going to be a game of risks now in the next 10 minutes.
I like this line of King, Rideout. Don't give up. As always, skate, skate, skate. There was a young chap who used to play with the Osprey a couple of seasons ago, young Landry.
Oh, yeah, Damien, great kid.
Yeah, and
did he ever have speed?
Could he ever play both ends of the ice? Here come the Blizzard. Pass from Arnell. He's being watched by Corbett.
Landry used to smack that stick when he'd skate. He had speed, boy.
Monk.
I think he had jet fuel in him.
Monk along the board, shoots it in. And you know what he was? He was a team player. He didn't want to lose.
No.
His players, he didn't want to lose.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a winner, as we say, right?
And that's what somebody has to take. He's type of playing right now and finish it up for your Osprey. There's Simmons, long cross ice pass. First one to it, the Blizzard. Here's a chance to hurt him. He's out with the cap. Shot back in, tipped in by Quinlan. Simmons forced back to his own zone. 1-1 is the score. Again, shot. I think everyone got a piece of that one, and that's the deflection that we're talking about,
There was a piece coming in from the Blizzard then on the way in.
Shot back in, and it's going to go all the way down the ice.
That's how you're beating them. You're not beating one of these goalies here tonight, a shot where they can see.
Ryan in on the forecheck. He's got Dawson with him. Kept in the line by Simmons, and again, he'll take a shot. Morgan will hold it, give the boys a chance to get a breather. Face off to the left of goaltender Morgan. Again.
Yeah.
The glove.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know if but I don't know the kid, but I gotta find out if he's a ball player.
If he's not, he should be.
If he's not, he should be, because everything's going in the trapper. There's no doubt about it.
King to take the draw. He's out with Rod Elton, with Robertson Drover. Big face-off, whose puck is picked up by the Blizzard. They want to move things up. Connor's in the center ice area, gives it back to Spurl. Spurl's in on the off wing, tries a shot. And Akerman will take no chances, and he'll hold it for face-off. And then action here at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts.
But you see that shot then, that shot was hard on the ice. That wasn't a shot off the ice. You know what I mean? They're looking for the kick-out rebound, or they're looking for something to bounce out in front of the net, you know. That's going to be the goal. I'm calling it right now. No matter who scores it, it's going to be one of those style goals.
Down at the point, shot back in by Spurl. Here's Dyke over to Corbett. Corbett looking for some support.
Roberts
going through the middle. First one to the puck is Roberts, showing his speed.
Down low.
He's got Drover with him.
See,
down to Drover behind the net. Drover knocked out the play, but comes out with a loose puck. He's got King in front. King bangs at it.
Yes!
Tri Pen Osprey have right here. Game 2-1 with 7:45. King comes through. Good work by Roberts. Good work by Drover. And your Tri Pen Osprey have gained life. They're back into it.
Great job by the Osprey there, Don. Great job. Again, puck pressure, puck pressure, puck pressure. They didn't give up on it. They put it to the front of the net. Chip, chip, chip. In over the blue line. Or the red line, sorry. Great goal.
Roberts and Drover were instrumental. They didn't give up dicing.
No.
They hustled down. They came. They got taken out of the play. They got back in it. And folks, you know what's happening now? It's 1-1. We're here at the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts. It's Don Coombs, Gary Goss, Davidson's production. Gary, the shots on goal, 64-29, but the score was 2-1. And right now, they're back in this series. And I say, come on, home of the Blizzard right now, because a different team. Brad Russell got Coach of the Year, and he got it for a reason.
Winning this game here now, going into the Blizzard, it's good momentum.
And as you say, Gary, there was a scramble in front. The boys came through. King came through.
They buried it.
And I like the way King and his line plays, and Roberts and Drover are speedsters.
Boy, Roberts is a shifty player.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That kid can make things happen in the smallest of spaces, and he's able to dodge hits too. Like I said, he was behind the net with 2 Blizzard on him, and they still managed to put the puck out front.
And he didn't show that hustle. It would have been icing.
Absolutely.
We'd be back now in Akerman to the face off the right of Akerman.
Yep.
Good hustle.
Yep.
And the team spirit. And I want to say hello to Jim Green, and I wish him all the best on his trip away. Folks, Don Coombs, Gary Goss. Bay Arena is a happy place tonight, and you're a happy group. Thank you, David, for bringing this game, Gary. And we'll be back again.
Great job by the coaching staff too, Don. To keep the boys,
chill,
level-headed. It's a 1-1 game, a win-win kind of thing. You got to win going into their barn, right? Great job by the coaching staff. Osprey come out with the win here tonight. I loved it.
And they're back in it.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks for having us over, folks. See you at the next game.
Over and out. Take care.